Hello and welcome, my lovely Clovers. I am Q Clovers, and this is the Scorpio reading for anyone, anybody, and maybe nobody. But just remember to take what's yours and leave out all the rest. And also, don't even doubt that even though this information doesn't make sense to you now, it might not make sense to you later. That's something to keep in mind. All right, I'm doing a three spread reading, an oracle, a tarot, and a you and your person connection reading, love reading. They're going to be time-stamped below, but we're still in that eclipse energy from June 10th. It's really waning out, and just remember it's part of the energy of a new moon, which is all about planting your seeds and your intentions and making, making wishes and start moving towards them. And an eclipse is removing something. It's eclipsing something from our lives. So that means that right now, if you remove and replace something at the same time, it's an opportunity for change and adjustment that is just, right now it's just really sexy compared to what we've all been through. I'm going to take both these cards. I have Trust and I have Surrender. Yes. Scorpio. Very good cards. Good reading. I think there's a lot of Scorpio. I used to not trust Scorpios before I started reading tarot and realized how, wow, you should trust Scorpios more, even though they have harebrained schemes. This is just the little bits of passion that in your life, little bits of flutter in your life, and it's maybe you have some options, but you have some options to really just love your life the way it is, or you have some options to drastically flip it upside down kind of feeling. And so Spirit is asking you to consider that you will find quite a lot of passion where you are now that you are not seeing. It's kind of like you think the grass is greener on the other side, but when you get there, just come on, cards. Come on, cards. Yes, you think the grass is greener on the other side. Sorry, I'm a Lucy cat. Yeah, you think the grass is greener on the other side, but it's actually really just, there's a lot of happiness just where you are, Scorpio. Even magic. It's like the butterflies you get in life, and you're so practical about it right now in your energy. Yeah, I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse, air sign. And this is just a feeling of too many words. Oh, you know what? This came out first. It just feels like there's a lot of indecision and maybe a little bit of slowing down in some of your lives. A lot of silence from you that doesn't make sense. And you're kind of looking at things too practically and too logically, and you're just really this hangman you need to come out of, because you're just thinking about it so practically and logically, Scorpio, that you're forgetting to get into the water of it. And yeah, you're looking to have the best of both worlds, like a loving family and a wild, adventurous skydiving kind of life and career, or in something of that sort. Or it's like trying to be Indiana Jones, a professor and dear God, a world explorer. Come on, right? And there's something about it that you know is going to be lost, and you just can't seem to decide through this how to have everything and still be happy. And you are growing, but it's just hard to understand, because here you have the Queen of Pentacles, and then the King of Pentacles, and then the King of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords. So it's like that mixing of your feminine and masculine energy. It's kind of going up and down, and you're just not really finding a good base because you're trying to balance it when all you need to do is embrace your dominant side. And that's going to take a lot of strength, and that is what Spirit is telling you. You are absolutely protected. The lion is your aid even. Your worst enemy is probably your best friend right now, which just sounds really awful, Scorpio, but there's somebody out there that people probably look at and think that this person is just really annoying you or giving you a hard time, when this person may razz you a lot, but they really are your best friend. Yeah, there's just so much switching of energy. It's like you're living a double life even. And it's either you're living too much in your Mars energy or too much in your watery energy. And so it's just wild here. Yes, it's like this reading is kind of giving me vibes of somebody with two different families, and in one family you're more dominant, and in the other family you're more submissive, as it's the other person runs the household kind of thing. So it's and you spent a lot of time in the one that is really the easiest for you, but neither one is working. In fact, it's flipped everything upside down. Does that make sense? Whatever decision you've made to take this difficult task of balancing these two opposites, whatever they may be, it's basically left you a little devoid of that butterfly new love feeling. And it's kind of stagnated you in a way that it's like getting the stacks, getting the crystal and everything, and sitting there and just realizing nobody's really on your team, or being alone. It's meeting, it's having $1 billion gazillion dollars in the bank, and nobody wants to come see you on your birthday. It's that kind of energy if you should move forward, or if you found yourself caught in this balancing act. And it might not be so awful and dramatic as having two separate families, but it's definitely something that has separated you from yourself in two different ways. And like I said, it's two opposites kind of coming together, and kind of just the idea, Scorpio, the audacity to feel the inauthenticity of feeling like a poser in both sides of your life, because they are two extremes and so far apart. It's like your work and home life separation alone could give you this state of like total schizophrenia, and not schizophrenia, but like split personality, and that might be the only thing that's actually really driving you bonkers, bananas. But you do have somebody in your life who is kind of pointing out your bullshit in some areas, Scorpio. They've called your bluff and you can't deliver. And that's going to put you in the right. It's going to move up some of your royalty. You don't be insulted if somebody gives you a bit of if somebody says something to you this week that is a bit, it doesn't feel like advice, it feels like assault. Because that is your answer. That's going to be your answer. You're going to be like, oh my God, I'm the poser. It's like those movies when they find out they realize, oh my God, I'm the bad dad. I didn't know I was doing that, Nobody wants to hurt their children, but we just, we never get the parents you want, and you don't even get the parents you need. You get the parents that kept you alive long enough to take care of yourself, right? Thank God some of us have better ones. All right. Oof. This is a card of deception. You've kind of kept love a little bit, Scorpio, at arm's length. You've kind of kept it at family level. You've kept it, where it doesn't hurt as much. You got good memories. It's not so bad where you are right now or where you're going to end up or head towards. So it's kind of that feeling of, I might as well just... There's just a feeling of love just being kind of, in the back of your mind, there's still a chance of meeting somebody, but you're kind of wondering if you should grasp onto I mean, some of you are really young feeling this. Some of you should grasp onto like just an offer that feels decent, because that's how lonely it's gotten. It's because of the pandemic. If we did any length of quarantine, loneliness does feel more in quarantine than it does, I mean, I was home alone one time for like 2 weeks straight, but going to work and stuff is nothing compared to being alone for like 2 days. It's very strange. All right, the person coming towards you, they have the Five of Swords, which is a bit of a battle, and they do have the Ace of Wands. It's kind of, they don't know if they want to fight for you. It's something that has to be considered. Do you know? Oh, they're moving forward with the Two of Wands. Definitely moving forward. Definitely considering this. You have captured their attention, dear Scorpio. You've captured somebody's attention. This could even be somebody you're with currently, that they just saw you walk that certain way, and now they're just thinking about coming closer towards you. Ooh, can I balance this? What do I say? Two of Swords. What do I say? How do I bring this together? This person is thinking about bringing together their other sides for a balance as well. Two of Pentacles did appear in your tarot reading, my lovely Scorpio, so it's a big deal. This is Two of Swords, I'm sorry. But it's still part of that balancing, but this has something to do with messages, like how to approach verbally. They definitely are considering this. They've gone beyond considering this because they're considering how to say this. They're considering how to, this whole reading has me tongue-tied. This person wants to be with you with that Four of Wands. That is like, I could see life with this person. Now, what is it? What are you going to need to come towards this person? They're just thinking of what they're going to say to you, my Scorpios, how to verbalize it. You know what? No, they're not going to approach you and make no offer like thing. They're going to approach you and try and just strike up a conversation with you and see where that leads. See where that takes the adventures and takes the heart. Are you going to be receptive, Scorpio? This person is probably not somebody you work with. Alright, you're really not sure you want to take a chance on this person when they kind of start talking to you a little more than usual. Anybody talks to you, really. But they've caught your attention. And you're going to take a risk on this person, but very cautiously. They've started talking to you a bit more, so you've decided you're going to answer you're going to ask and answer a few more questions from this person. You may even be in one of those moods if this person isn't very talkative, because speaking to you is obviously like, wow, that's where they feel they have to like catch up with you, Scorpio. But they're going to say something, that, I mean, you're going to draw out conversation from them and kind of help them along those first couple steps, because my God, the tongue-tiedness of this person towards you, it makes you a little cautious about them. Like, are they on my level? Can they keep up? That is definitely on your mind with this person a little bit, but you've been through something kind of disappointing and makes you a little inauthentic. That's the imbalance you feel in your general life in your tarot reading. But this love is going to make you come out in terms of, I was watching The Office, and the wife, I can't remember her name, it just left my head, but she said, I married Jim. I did enough for the nice guy. It's time I made some money. Mama wants a new bed or something. It was so cute. And it's kind of that energy. This is you giving it to like the nice guy or the nice girl. Like, I'm really not into that kind of person, but you know what? I wouldn't mind some cookies and maybe some little watermelon spears cut up by a sweetheart right now. Just a little attention from somebody really sweet, and you're just gonna, I feel like you're already melting at the thought of just being a little spoiled. Scorpio, I don't think you get that a lot. And I don't even know if you know how to give it entirely as well, but yeah, that King of Swords, man, that appeared twice in the reading. You might have an air sign around you that really just flips your energy, and you don't know what it is, but they have something to say. No matter how heartbroken you've been, they're going to try and pull you out of that. Pull you out of that. All right, Scorpio, thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, to donate if the spirit moves you, and of course, to have a great week, my lovely Scorpios.